I'm actually not going to do the snapping intro for this video. I want this to be as clean as possible because this is my third time recording this video. Now, the reason why this is my third time recording this video is because the first one was just too long to really edit and make it a watchable length, if you will. The second one I recorded in my bedroom at midnight and it was just too dark, and of course I had my light on, but it was just too dark, and you kind of need the exposure for you to see a lot of the details that I was intending on showing you guys in that video, but I just ended up, you know, just saying whatever, I'll just record this the third time. And that was actually last night that I recorded it at the time that I'm recording this video. Of course, by the time this goes up, this would have been like done days ago. Now, I've been intending on making this video for quite some time now. It's just that for those reasons it kind of took a little long, and for that fact alone I was kind of at a crossroads. You know, do I make another video or do I just edit the one that I have, one of the videos that I've already recorded, because you guys have waited far too long for this video. But at the same time, because you guys have waited this long already, I think you guys deserve a little better than just garbage. So this is why I'm doing this again. I want to make it as good as I can, as professionally done as I can. I don't want to put out, you know, bad content, especially not since you guys waited this long for this video anyway. So, you know, from a bunch of different sites, but I've never seen one on Hotcakes, so I'll do the honors for this one. So as you guys remember, I made a video on this thing. I unboxed it, made an overview video of it back in August or September, like very early September, I don't quite remember. And that was a half-hour long video, and of course, like I said, the first video was very, very long. I think even if I edited it as much as I possibly could have, it still would have been a stupid long video, and I kind of don't want to make another stupidly long video on something that I've already made a stupidly long video on. So it's just, this is basically a how has it been with this pair of shoes, and you guys are going to hear me say nothing but good things about this shoe. Of course, this is the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zebra. First things first, we're actually going to touch on durability, because you want to know, is this thing even going to last? I'm going to pull out the left shoe here. I'm actually going to pull out the right shoe as well. Now, I wear this shoe pretty regularly, I would say, and I'll tell you right off the bat, the durability is just incredible on this shoe. Let me show you guys the bottom here. Let's see if we can make the light hit it somewhat. Kinda. The tread is still almost perfectly intact. Now, if the bottoms look clean, it's because I did wipe them down, so that way there's nothing obstructing your view. So that way you could really get all of the details. As you can see, the tread is still perfectly intact. And again, I wear this thing very regularly. Of course, your mileage may vary. Some of you guys perform heel drags like crazy and toe drags, and some of you guys really abuse the crap out of your soles. But the good thing about this is, even though this isn't as hard as, say, like an Air Jordan 4 rubber or anything like that, you know, those older shoes that have like stupid hard rubber, this isn't the strong, like the stupidest, hardest rubber on the planet. However, as you can see, it has held up very, 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 very well. The Prime Knit also has held up very well. Let me unknot this really quick so that way I can perk this up. There you go. And the Prime Knit, as you can see, no complaints there. The Prime Knit is still in tip-top shape. Actually, the Prime Knit isn't even like imperfect, if you will. I mean, this is just an incredible knit that they use for the shoe. The Prime Knit, as you can see, no problems at all. No tears, nothing's coming apart, no fraying of any kind, of any sort. The stitching looks absolutely phenomenal. You see that nothing is coming apart at all. The Prime Knit, the stitching on said Prime Knit, the bottoms, very good. Boost doesn't look torn up or anything like that. Like, this is actual Boost, so I don't see a reason why it would tear apart. The logo inside has faded away almost completely, and that's not anything wrong with the durability. This is just a characteristic of every shoe that you will ever buy in your lifetime, period. Like, this is the insole logo, it's never going to last, it's never going to survive. So durability, I give it a solid 10. Let me show you guys the other shoe. This is the right shoe. Same thing here. Nothing coming apart. I have these tied up, so of course it looks a little scrunched up. But the stitching on this, again, no complaints at all. Let me show you guys the bottom. Bottom looks immaculate. And the insole, like on the other one, has faded completely. Let's touch on comfort really quick. oh my gosh, this is the most comfortable shoe that I've ever worn in my entire life. There have been days where I've worn this for 12 hours at a time straight. On that particular day that I wore this thing for like 10 or 12 hours, my feet were not sore at all. Even when I took the shoes off and I walked around with just socks on or something, I didn't walk around with any shoes on. You know how when you take off your shoes and then that's when your feet get really sore? I don't even have that issue with these things. Now, don't let the caging fool you. The Boost is very, very, very soft on this shoe. It's so nice to step on. Good thing about this shoe is that it fits like a glove. No matter your foot size, how your toes are formed on your foot, it does not matter. This shoe fits like a glove. The prime knit and even the underlay is what makes this possible. Because even though the underlay is not meant to stretch, the prime knit does. So even when your foot is in there, your toes are just going to push up into the underlay anyway. So there's really no like stupid tightness, if you will. It fits like a glove, just a perfect fit. It fits like an absolute glove, and I have nothing bad to say about the way that this shoe feels. This shoe is perfection on your feet. Accuracy to retail. This is where it gets a little sketchy, if you will, but it's not because of the shoe. It's not because of the way that UAs are or anything like that. It's just that, like I said in the overview, the retail versions vary so much that there's really no way to tell just outright, you know? When I first saw the pictures that were sent to me on Skype by Lillian, I thought that the text was slightly large, but not really, so I just kind of went with it. I guess I just kind of got used to it, or pictures don't do it justice. Then after that overview video dropped, I had looked at other retail versions of this shoe, and I noticed that even on the retail versions, some of them have large spaced out text on the side. So if anything, these just got better over time. Like, they just looked better. Now, using the space between the text and the pull tab is actually a very, very poor way of judging whether or not a shoe is retail. Because I've seen retail versions where the pull tab here is very close to the text. Even some of them are stupid far from the text. So again, these shoes, if anything, they just got better looking over time. Now, I'd always knew that the space here was variable, but that text thing resolved itself in no time, really. What about the stripe on the toe box here? Some retail versions have one stripe going down like this, about 2 centimeters from the tip, and it goes 1/3 of the way from the very edge of the shoe here, or at least from the very edge of the prime knit, starting at the stitching in the middle. Some retail versions have one stripe that is lined up exactly as shown, like this. Some of them have 2 stripes, some of them have 3 stripes. I think there was one that had 4 stripes. And the one striped ones always start right there on the stitching down the middle. The ones with 2 are just kind of sitting there, kind of to the side. Now on retail versions, this tip here tends to be a lot more solid than this. So you can say that this is just one of the very translucent ones, because again, on the retail versions, some of them are just 100% solid. Some of them are like 75% solid. There are some with like 60% opacity. So accuracy to retail, I would give it a solid 9 out of 10 there. Oh, what's really funny is I actually got a compliment for these sneakers. What can you say? They look good. Affordability. I'm going to tell you guys how much I paid for this. And I will tell you guys right now, you're not going to be paying this much for these. You won't. So don't get scared when I tell you that I paid $190 for this shoe. The shoes were supposed to be $176.60. But the one particular Western Union kiosk that I went to that had an actual agent, it was at a grocery store, so she's not an official tissue agent like you find at one of the official Western Union standalone locations. So maybe the agent didn't know what she was doing and just kind of added another $14 to the transfer fee on top of the $5 that I already selected on the app, which you guys know about. These shoes should have ended up being $176.60, but I ended up paying $190.60. because of that error at Western Union. Now, maybe it's because I just opened that account and that's my first transaction through Western Union, so maybe they had added that fee on top of that for that reason. If I had to give a reason to not throw the lady under the bus, you know what I mean? Now on Hotcakes, where I got these from, at this current time they're having a sale. I don't know if the prices are permanent, but I know that they are reduced in price. They're down like $20. So this, you might be paying anywhere between $150 to $165. Of course, if you make the video review and they approve it, you get a $55 discount. Now, of course, when you use that $55 discount, you can't use the $15 voucher. It's only one coupon at a time that you can use when you buy these things. Perfectly understandable. You don't want to give these out for practically free. Now, spoiler alert, I'd actually ordered another pair of shoes from Hotcakes, and those ended up being only $130.60. Because of that $20 sale that they have, plus the $55 voucher that they had given me because I had made that previous video. How can you possibly beat that? So even at $190 that I had paid for this, it certainly beats the living hell out of $600. You got me messed up if you think I'm gonna pay you $600 before, like, what was it, like $1,200, $1,500 that these things were going for the first time around. You got me all the way messed up if you think I'm paying your rent for 2 months. I'll be darned if you. Yeah, bro, they only made like 5,000 pairs of this shoe. Pay my rent for 3 months. Yeah, no. Affordability, I give it a thumbs up. For what I paid for them, it was worth every penny. And the fact that I am getting another pair of sneakers from, especially this website, for a lot less than that, oh man, that is just incredible. That makes it even worth more. Now, $190 for UA is a lot, but again, that's because of my unique situation that had occurred. You're not going to be paying $190 for this. You're going to be paying a lot less than that. So, of course, why would I say anything bad about the affordability? This is a very affordable shoe. On top of all of the qualities that I had mentioned, this makes this a very, very, very solid buy for anybody. But was it worth it? Was it worth it? And yes, I'm perfectly aware that the shoes look a little different than they did literally a few seconds ago, and it's because I did the dead stock knot on them just for this little clip here. So is it worth it? If you haven't caught on with all of the good things that I've said about this shoe, and the affordability and the durability, the comfort, the way they look, yes, they are absolutely worth it. I can't recommend these things enough. I love these things to death. I can't name a better shoe to wear than these shoes right here. These things are just incredible. Now is the perfect time to buy yourself a pair of these because of the sale that is going on. These things are absolutely incredible, and I hope you guys check these out. They are worth every penny. I've been on Instagram a couple of times saying that you guys absolutely need these things in your life. And you do. You really do. These things are just amazing. I can't say enough good things about it. Now guys, stay tuned for that next video. I'm not going to tell you guys what I bought from the site. You guys will find out when I make that video. I want to keep it a surprise. Be on the lookout for that and stay posted. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you around. Later. I see these videos all the time talking about UA Yeezys 3 months later. Are they worth